Shorty hold it down for a nigga, and you know that I fuck with that. Shorty ride around in a new man. You know I stay loaded off codeine and Zan. I got the bag, I ain't showing my hand. I take your hoe and put her in the lamb. I got the extra Martin lifting up, and I got that plate of money running up. And 1 diamond, 2 diamond, I'm double deck flipping up.
What up, what up, what up? We back.
What's up, YouTube?
H-Town finest.
We ain't about to listen to our music right now. We gotta watch this documentary about King Von, the soft-spoken assassin. Soft-spoken assassin. Video been most requested.
I'll have some bodies for real.
Yeah.
Who have some bodies?
King Von.
We ain't gonna
Oh
speak
my
on
God.
that.
Exactly, yeah. Y'all ain't about to put me in no mix no more.
Slap.
Yeah, be telling you, yeah.
No, I'm not about to say nothing.
Hey.
Back to that breaking news live from Chopper to a mass shooting. At least 6 people shot. This all happening at 65th and King Drive in Parkway Gardens.
The age ranges of those people ranging from 14 to 23 years old.
Oh my God.
Come here, please don't. His name is Davon Bennett, a.k.a. King Von. He's been on the street for too long. I want him off the street today. You guys ready? Ready for this.
Alright, so probably the person that I get the most requests to do a video on, and the rapper I've been rocking with for a while now is King Von. No doubt the most demonic figure that's come out of Chicago since the drill music wave in the 2010s. Fans are really enamored with his storytelling and music videos, but for the life of me, I don't know how King Von is a free man. I mean, bless him, all blessings to him. He's somehow been able to 2C slide and dodge every single case that's been thrown at him since he was 15. And while his partner Rondo was toting a bazooka on the gram, King...
Wait, what?
He got a bazooka.
Why do he have a bazooka? And he on the Jesus, he on the Instagram.
Call it ID.
With my new baby.
was on Twitter arguing with a mortal enemy over how many bodies they each got. And this was trolling the fuck out of the police, right? They couldn't stand it. See, in Chicago, only 20% of murders ever get proven, 80% go unsolved.
20 years for the murders, plus the gun has been lost, that's 21 years. So that's 41 years just for the murder. And I got 2 of 10 murders.
And you beat all those charges. You were acquitted.
Yep, I don't play.
Now, we're gonna get into all of this, but before we do, let me show you my song of the day. This is Mark Battles. Let's go. I go to Chicago, more specifically the Parkway Gardens in the South Side, but you probably know it as O-Block. Now, not only is this the home of Chief Keef and King Von, it's also the home of the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, who, when she looks back at her experience, says it was never as bad as it is now. The area has always been a huge war between 2 factions, the BDs and the GDs, and this war has been going back since at least the 90s. But back then, there was more structure, it was organized, and it was mostly a battle over drug trade. The BDs controlled a massive 16-story housing complex just 2 minutes away from O-Block, posting snipers on the roof to protect their drug dealers.
Dang.
Lookouts were equipped with night vision goggles, and the entire organization was pulling in $300,000 a day for damn near 15 years.
God.
The BDs were run like a corporation. Money was laundered through investments into apartment buildings, a record label called MOB, a car wash, and a nightclub in Atlanta. But the leadership was taken out in 2004 with a massive police raid. Their headquarters was permanently closed and eventually demolished. 50 people were charged. Whole leadership gone. All the BDs migrated to O-Block and created alliances with the sets around the area to go against their rival gang, the GDs. Now the GDs, which stands for Gangster Disciples, also had their leadership taken down. And now neither of the 2 gangs have any structure anymore coming from the top to the bottom. It's basically just kids running around with a profound hatred for each other, trying to blow each other's heads off. And this shit escalated even further in the 2010s with Chief Keef and the rise of drill music. Chief Keef, Rondo, Lil Reese, Lil Durk, and most of the people who saw success during the height of the drill scene were all black disciples. The Gangster Disciples had very little representation in mainstream music. Their most notable figures were FBG Duck, Lil J, Lil Jojo. So the fact that Chief Keef and O-Block were able to control the airwaves and the popular sound made it so they could put super disrespectful lyrics towards the gangster disciples in their songs, and it would become mainstream. The best example is Tuka.
Tuka's death became a focal point for a lot of docs because the gang members that killed Tuka.
Matthew, Little Caesars.
How y'all day been
Who's
going?
Tuka?
Now I'm familiar with BDs because they're
You was part of that game?
they migrated into a lot of the cats. They moved to A-Leaf. A lot of the gang members. The biggest gang out in A-Leaf when I was in school in A-Leaf was the BDs. So I'm familiar with them and their activities. So a lot of them went to school
I
with
hope
me.
you didn't participate in.
A lot of them went to school with me, so I'm familiar with how they move and how they do their thing. So, and they don't play. So, very familiar with them.
Use social media to really insult his memory.
In this case, you have this young man actually in his coffin.
Oh, you
And
see
this
they
image
drew on that dude? They took a picture of his in the casket and they drew on that dude?
Oh, that's Tuka?
Oh, man. TP man. Oh, man. They
Oh,
With a broken heart.
what is? Oh, they put
wrong?
broken heart.
They put it on there. That's messed up, man.
And they put Tuka. That they
TP
show the
man.
arrow.
Looks like he got a
TP
crown
man.
on.
They put a crown. A woman's crown.
I don't know what
You
that
said
is on there.
TP man.
They got it right there. It says TP, man.
What is that
I don't
TP
know
man?
what TP man
Toilet
is.
paper man. Y'all don't know what toilet paper mean.
I think
Oh.
that means Tuka pack.
No, probably mean that.
That probably means Tuka pack.
Oh,
Wow, man. Okay.
that's his real. In the casket for real.
That's him in the casket.
No, I wouldn't say it was him.
That is him in the casket. That look like he laying in the casket.
That's probably it could be a random man.
Okay, well we gonna go
Yeah,
off
that's what I
that.
said. I
Hopefully
ain't
it's
know.
not what they
That's
showed
In
messed
this
up,
us.
case,
man.
you have this young man actually in his coffin.
That is
and
him.
his
Oh,
image
my
has also
God.
been defiled.
See, Tuka was a deceased 15-year-old boy that Chief Keef and Dirk would constantly mock in their songs. And the lyric became so popular, you had rappers like
Dig him
Lil
up
Pump
and
who had nothing
re-smoke
to
it.
do with the situation. He's from Miami. You had Young M.A. who's from New York. And even NLE Choppa who's from Memphis. They would use Tuka in their songs or in everyday life without even knowing what it meant.
Now, you recently said some shit about Lil Pump. Mm-hmm. Did he use the smoking Tuka line?
To this day, he probably think that everything all groovy. But no, when I see you, I'm gonna slap you.
Young M.A. said
Oh.
it in her verse. And then she apologized.
Man, I ain't gonna
And that's all I wanted.
See, the hatred between the GDs and the BDs ran so deep. The feud was so strong. You even got King Von on video teaching a little kid how to shoot a water gun while saying F Tuka.
Fuck two. Fuck two. Fuck two. Fuck two. Shoot him in his head. Boom. Fuck two. Say it.
Now, the death of this kid, Tuka, spawned something that was never before seen. A 17-year-old female assassin named Jakaira, who created a social media account dedicated to avenging his death.
She was known to her rivals as somebody who was willing to shoot first, ask questions later. It's all over the internet.
Jakaira was on social media bragging about shootings that she had done. She was proud, and she let everybody know. She was very quick to let you know that she was violent and that she was not afraid to shoot somebody.
It was said Jakaira was responsible for at least 15 shootings before she herself was eventually killed. Afterwards, a 4chan user hacked her Twitter and leaked DMs showing her and King Von had this weird back and forth where King Von was attempting to romance her in like a mocking way. I don't know, maybe it was real, despite the fact that they were both rival gang members. And she didn't like dudes, she liked girls. But reading the tweets and listening to his interviews, you could tell King Von is a clever, smooth talker, right? He's smooth, but he's also a goddamn demon. A blood trail seems to follow him wherever he goes. And King Von was becoming an infamous figure in the Chicago PD briefing room, so they hated him. Police would bring him in for an armed robbery charge, possession of an illegal firearm, and they had suspicions of other stuff that they could never prove. One murder of a kid named Odell, allegedly, according to the internet detectives on Reddit, has King Von's name written all over it. It happened on a Saturday night where 24 other people were wounded across Chicago, but that wouldn't stop King Von from boasting about Modell's death on Twitter all the time. Now finally, in 2014, the police thought they had something. Von and one of his friends were at a crowded house party when a rival GD named Malcolm Stuckey was in the corner, mean-mugging them. Von and them took offense, immediately left the party, came back 45 minutes later, shooting at the kid Stuckey, who was outside, along with 2 other people who tried to run. Stuckey was killed, the 2 others were wounded, and King Von and his friend were snatched up by police a couple days later. After 3.5 years, the trial finally started. It lasted a grand total of 5 days. Witnesses couldn't be located. Von kept his mouth shut for the whole 3 years, while his friend confessed to doing the shooting. So, Von beat the case, went home, and his friend got 28 years. As soon as Von was out, the dude he was always arguing with on Twitter, named Wooski, who's a gangster disciple, and his mortal enemy, was attending a funeral at the Bethlehem Star Baptist Church.
They showing what they had all the time. They telling you, man, yeah, these kids got to stop this stuff, man. You posting stuff on social media, telling you where you at. It ain't hard to find you. Y'all got to be smart, man.
And his mortal enemy was attending a funeral at the Bethlehem Star Baptist Church when all of a sudden an AK-47 pistol, aka a Draco, was whipped out and started spraying into the crowd. Dozens of shots rang off, and Wooski was shot. Now he survived, and King Von was not responsible for this, but that does not stop him from mocking him every chance he gets on Instagram Live.
He ain't been the same. He don't talk shit no more, nothing wrong. What the fuck? Them brothers be changing them motherfucker out, man.
And this is why Von's fans fuck with him, right? It's the authenticity. It's the allure of the savageness, right? That the fans like. They like that in their music. I don't think they like it in real life, though. Anyways, now Von is in Atlanta making crazy music videos with dope storylines, and his channel's got 150 million views in 11 months, right? He's blowing up, and his fans are diehards, right? They're crazy. They read into everything he posts, looking for clues. Like this man posted an Insta story just trying to promote his new music video, and people were reading into how many skulls he put in his caption, like 7 skulls? That's 7 bodies. King Von has 7 bodies. It even got to the point where King Von went live on Instagram himself and said, listen, if the internet was right about the bodies people had, they would be in jail. So don't believe what anyone says. I repeat, anyone. And I'll be honest, I hope that's true. Bless him. All I know is listen. In Chicago, the clubs close at like 12, right? It doesn't go past 12 because of the violence. And I know that King Von can't go to Canada to do shows. He can't go to overseas to do shows. So it's a blessing and a curse, right? Because of his history, King Von creates this allure and this personality that people want to rock with his music, but also fucks up his business opportunities because he can't leave the country. That's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you want me to cover next? Make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, we've listened to some King Von. I do like his storytelling, but y'all gotta cut this social media stuff, showing you where you
Well,
at.
he dead, babe.
Well, he dead now, but I'm just
Like,
saying.
You can't, don't make no
Future
sense.
references,
None of that.
rappers in general, stop showing your locations, bro.
They still gonna find out where they at. Somebody
true.
gonna leak it out.
That's true. I mean, that might be the case, but make it to the point. Don't make it easy. Don't make yourself an easy target.
At least post a location after you leave.
Yeah, you know what I
not
mean?
while you there.
While you there and doing your thing. I mean, like I said, but obviously they don't care. They want you to come get them or come at them. So yeah, but yeah, I like some of King Von's music. We listened to some of it. It was pretty cool. So,
I don't remember it.
oh, you don't remember him storytelling how he was robbing the girl? Yeah, she set him up.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
He had more clarity than Young Boy.
Yeah, we could understand him, but like I said.
All right.
Make sure you like, subscribe to the video. And we
FaceTime
out.
Finds, baby.